2025 October, and it's already the 10th. No, it's actually 11th day in. Oh my, time has flown really quickly, even though I am still in the same spot and did not fly anywhere. But that is what you call a metaphor, I think. I don't know where I'm going with this, honestly. Felt like, it's been a while. Kind of, sort of. I think I planned to record one in like last week or so. But like something just happened and I couldn't really make time to record and just enjoy myself and record without needing to worry anything. And by something, I mean work. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that my schedule this month it's all over the place. Like, there are multiple days that I'm actually outside way longer than I am at home. And it's just, ow. I've gotten to that point in life where I need to accept that. But at the same time, part of me just doesn't want to accept that, because I know deep inside, I know that there is another way of doing things, and then that's not just to do this job, if that makes sense. So like, I can, do more things outside of my main current job, and then I'll actually, one, have more free time because I don't need to fully commit to this one job, right? And second, I would have more money. But yeah, that's just, my mind speaking, because currently I cannot really do much in terms of like, so the word that I'm thinking about is arubaito, which is our times, right? But you can't really do part-time jobs with the visa that I'm currently using. So outside of what is it? I shouldn't say outside, huh? Like, the only jobs or like part-time jobs or like side hustles that I can do are the things that are outside of Japan, if that makes sense. Like, for example, I, start up my own company, or like I start up my own, well, not really company. I think that's a bit too ambitious for the current sort of situation, because I'm currently working a 9-to-5 job pretty much, and it's not even a 9-to-5 job. It's like a 7 to 10 job, bro. It's so bad. It's so bad. But yeah, it's fun. Like I said, it was fun. Is fun. Well, for the most part. But yeah, it just reminds me of how times are different, compared to back when, for example, we were at school and whatnot, right? We don't need to think about our responsibilities that much, except for, going to class and stuff like that. But it was very different, the time when it was just very simple. I wanted to say simple and simpler. But yeah, like the times when it was way simpler, things were way easier, just if you want to play with your friends, you can just ask, and then you would get a straight no, because like, for example, oh, I want to play this game, right? That would be the reason, and not because, oh, I have work that day. It's very different. And hey, it makes sense, right? Because at the end of the day, because we have all grown up, and not just me, my friends and even the people that played back then, I think the feeling of even just gaming in general is very different. And interestingly enough, I think it's not just the player base that has grown up, right? It's also the developers where I don't want to say the negative parts, but the only things that came up are the negative parts, which are like, for example, they got more greedy, or they just make games because they can make money out of it and not because it was from love and passion for, you know, the art of the game itself, right? For example, you would go back and see old games from, I don't even need to go back to like 1990 stuff, right? You can just go back to the early 2000s, like PS1, PS2 games. Oh my gosh, if you have had the chance to play those games, even it doesn't even have to be PlayStation games, right? It can also just be PC games or Nintendo, right? Those games were built different. Regardless of what you want to say, those games were made with passion and love and just, I want to make this fun, you know, and not just for the player base, not just for the consumer, but of course for the developers themselves, I feel like, because you can feel the love in them. Whereas I'm not saying that most games today don't have that, but I think the majority of games today are built upon money making instead of just, oh, for example, I like dinosaurs. Let me make a dinosaur game and make it cool and epic and fun, right? I feel like these days, all of that has just gone down significantly to the point where it's kind of hard to enjoy games. And of course, it's not just in the sense of the games aren't fun. Like I said, we've all grown up, and I think that's what oh my god, grammar. That was what made that was that oh my god, bro. Brain go boom. My brain is not braining. I think that's one of the reasons that made it so special back then. You know, it's not just because of the quality of the games, but also we were in a simpler time where responsibilities just aren't the main focus, right? We just had a lot of time but no money. But now it's the complete opposite. You know, we have the opportunity to get an income, right? I say opportunity because I'm not gonna say everyone has money. That is just complete, utterly bull, right? I don't want to say that because it's unfair if I say that. Oh my god, I don't want to say please. Me, brain, please. And we don't have enough time to just sink hours into games as much, which isn't bad at all, honestly. It's not 100% bad, right? It's like, it's almost a sort of a wake-up call as well. Because at the end of the day, everyone needs to get a grip in life. And oh my god, bro. Should I cut that out? I'm sorry, I don't cut things in podcasts. All I do is cut, like, for example, if I have like a huge pause, right? For example, if I'm thinking of things, or maybe I'm looking at definitions on my phone. If that's a bit too long, like the pause between me talking, right? I would cut that empty bit, but other than that, I don't cut out a lot of things. And yeah, I just said again. It's so hard, huh? It is so hard. Yeah, that's probably a good enough intro because I want to go to the next session. Section. Oh my. What is wrong with me? This is what happens when I always just record on a whim and having the only reason of, oh, hey, I feel good today. Let me just record. I want to be able to have fixed schedules again, like back when I was doing Genshin videos. I mean, even back then, one of the main reasons why I kept going with Genshin videos was because the game was good. I mean, I think the game is good now. No, there was a bit of time when the game wasn't good. It was weird, right? Especially after Wuthering Waves came out. But yeah, I think that's it for my rant on games and a small bit of life, I guess. I think I did not see any comments, I'm pretty sure. I think. So, hopefully there will be comments on this one and the next few ones, because I really do like reading your comments as a section of the podcast. But yeah, I will be looking forward to that. This episode's keyword letter is R. I just realized how the format that I'm trying to do this podcast thing isn't really a podcast. It's more towards a radio. And I feel bad for somewhat, I wouldn't say to the point of gaslighting and lying, but at the same time, I feel like I have sort of defined this podcast to be something that is not a podcast actually. But it would be similar to a radio show pretty much, because I think that's what I also base it on. I listen to a lot of Japanese radios actually compared to podcasts, because I don't know, maybe it's because I still like learning Japanese. And I said again. Count how many uhs I did in this episode. Might have done almost 10 actually. Even more maybe. The ones that I'm conscious of are below 5, I think. And the ones that I was not conscious of, definitely more than 10. But yeah, I was thinking actually for this section is to have, what is it? Practice section. So I want to practice voice acting. I never really know when and how and where, right? So why not just do it here? I feel like that's a good option, right? Maybe, who knows? But I do have a few oh my, I do have a few what do you call these? Lines? Not lines, but just, what do you call, okay, so the Japanese thing is called serifu. What is serifu? Serifu って何ですか? Serifu. Speech, no. One-liners, no. So like pretty much if you go and write a script for theater, for example, right? You would have lines that you read off of. And I have those. What do you call those? I actually forgot. It's been a while since I've made like drama stuff, drama scripts. That's the thing that popped up in my head, because back in school and college, we were always tasked with like, making a scenario, and we would be grouped with like 2 or 3 people at least, right? And then we would sort of perform those. Oh my. Those scripts. Wow. Those scripts in front of the class. And yeah, it's been a while. So I have made a few, and today's topic, this time, because it's the first one, will be, let me add echo. Can I add echo? Ikebo serifu. Was that good? No, I still have the echo on. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the Ikebo part of it. So, Ikebo, for the ones that are wondering, that is Japanese. That means Ikemen voice. So, Ikemen just means like a hot, handsome guy. And voice means voice. So, sexy voice. Why? I'm not sure. Stop. Okay. Don't. I can already imagine the people just listening to this and be like, why is this a thing? Why am I listening to this? I'm sorry. Okay. This is the thing that I came up with. But I feel like it's gonna be fun because these are all made by me. And I guess it's not really Ikebo. It's not really the, what is it? Like the voices that are Ikebo, but the scenarios are. So the scenarios are the ones that I made here are, oh my, yo, I gotta stop. I gotta be more conscious of that. Really hard, guys. It's really hard. But yeah, the scenarios that I picture are say with your partner, right? The first one, the first one is when we are going to watch a movie together. The second one is when your partner just woke up. And the last one is a chat with your partner. I forgot actually when I made these. It's actually been a while, I think. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe? Who knows? So far, honestly, I feel like this podcast has episode have been pretty all over the place, especially because I'm trying to be conscious of when I say right? I really want to decrease that and be able to talk way more fluently and more with a precise sort of tone every single time, every sentence, everything that I spit, right? Yeah. Without further ado, let me try the first one. I don't remember how I'm supposed to do this when because when you write these, you would have the scenario sort of pictured in your head, right? I don't remember exactly how I'm supposed to do this. Yeah. Without further ado, I'm clicking so many times here. Let us do the first one. 一番第一番目のセリフいきます。Should I add echo? Should I add echo? Nah, I shouldn't. Okay. 怖い。この映画見たかったんじゃない？ん？俺？別に怖くないよ。だってさ、そばにいるからだよ。お前がそばにいたら、俺は怖くない。守る相手がそばにいるんだから。はい、いかがでしたか？That feels a bit too nerve-wracking. Why did I make this? I don't know, but my own takeaways from that. I feel like it was. I tried to not rush it this time, unlike the first time, right? But I feel like because it's been a while since I've made this, right? If I made this when, for example, like a few minutes ago, or like before I started recording the podcast, I think I would connect to the line more, maybe. But after saying that, I just realized that, most professional seiyus or professional voice actors they read lines that are pre-made for them. So that's not really valid, but I mean, I guess the difference is that the professional voice actors or seiyus would know their characters and like what scene they're going, to be in, so that I guess their emotions are more connected. But yeah, I think that's my takeaway from that one. But how was that? How was that? Hopefully it was good enough. But let us go to the second line, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Right, so the second one here is, I think, like I said, like your partner just woke up and then you're like trying to wake them up. It's pretty short compared to the first one. Significantly short, actually. But yeah. Dewa. Without further ado, I just said dewa and then right after that English. My head. But yeah. Without further ado, let us do the second line. Line? Serifu. Yeah. はい。2番目のセリフいきます。おーい。いつまで眠たそうにして。ちょっと、こっち来て。目、覚めた。Why did I make this? 恥ずかしい。Especially the first line where it's like, I think I pictured it where, my girl is like just waking up, right? Or at least I think she's still in bed, and I'm like, hey, I should actually put subtitles in here as well. I think of course when you're watching this, I think you guys have already noticed that there are subtitles. But yeah, and also so that whenever I speak Japanese, I can just the subtitles and the meanings on the screen. So yeah, I think definitely the first line, the first おーいって、なんか微妙な意味みたいな意味じゃないな。なんか微妙っていうか、なんか変だなと思って。でもその後あんまり気持ちはわかるけど。Why am I judging myself, bro? Hey, sometimes if you want to improve, you need to learn from your mistakes, right? And I'm trying to just do exactly that. But yeah, that is the second. My head is all over the place. That is not good. But yeah, that's definitely, I think if I were to rank, that would instantly go third without even doing the third one. But yeah, let us do the third one then. A third and final one. Again, a brief sort of scenario explanation. I think this can also be applied when we're meeting up, like me and my partner, or when the two are, face to face. And then I'm just, asking for this particular thing, which is to, hey, it's good to chat, right? it's good to chat, right? But, it would be nice to call here and there and listen to your voice, right? Yeah, that's I think that's the oh my god, bro, saying that just I can feel my face. Why did I make this? This was a mistake. It's not. It's practice, okay? Who am I trying to convince? Myself. This episode is actually very chaotic. I'm so sorry, post-edit me. Post-edit? Future me? That is editing this and subtitling this? Oh my. But yeah. Without further ado, let us do the third and final one. では、3番目のセリフいきます。いきます。なあ、たっとばかりじゃなくて、たまには電話してこいよ。お前の声がもっと聞きたいんだよ。はい、いかがでしたか? I think that is actually way better than the first and second. Definitely better than the second one. I think the feeling, because I described it way more before I did it, I think that made it so that it's easier for me to connect with the line. I think did I explain the first one at all? Okay, so it's a bit late then. It's a bit late. Just in case I did not. The first one is when me and my partner are watching the video, or the movie, I'm sorry. It's a horror movie. And she's like, oh, are you scared? Me? Scared? No, because I'm with you. Type thing, right? And then the second one is... second one... oh my god. The second one is trying to wake up my girl. And then the third one, like I said, it's me, or, you know, trying to demand the partner so that, you know, we could just call sometimes and not just chat, right? Because I want to hear your voice more. That type of thing. So yeah, that was all. That was... I did not expect it to be this heavy on my head, on my brain. But yeah, that felt refreshing, I'm not gonna lie. I want to do more voices, but I'm not sure what voices I can do. Because primarily is because I am not living on my own. I think if I'm living on my own, it would be easier for me to just be more expressive and stuff like that. And because I don't want to disturb my neighbors above, beside, below. Above, beside, yeah, above, beside, below. I think I have sort of rewired my brain to just not boom and shout and stuff, even though I say this, but I am so loud when I'm playing. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, いかがでしたか? 大丈夫でしたか? 合格できましたか? できたんでしょうか? 多分できない。失敗してたかもな。特に2番目のセリフね。あれはさすがにね。さすがに、面白かった。面白かった。Yeah, hopefully I can do more of these. Maybe I should make more, or like different scenarios, definitely. I think this would be a great section for the podcast moving forward. And maybe you guys can make the lines. Please don't make it that embarrassing. But yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. It has been a pleasure for me to be able to help you get through cooking today by listening to this or something. I don't know. Maybe you're actually taking a dump right now. Who knows? Hey, I'm not judging. You know, we listen to things and watch things while we take a dump. Don't lie if you don't. Do not lie. I know for a fact that everyone does it. Not really everyone, maybe, but you get what I mean. What a weird outro. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been Sage. And I will see you guys later.